Welcome to today's Explainer. You know, if you've ever felt that itch to carve out your own space on the internet and actually build something sustainable without getting totally overwhelmed in the process, you are definitely in the right place.
Exactly. We are setting off on a genuinely empowering digital journey today. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's just jump right in.
Life is a gift. Wake up every day and realize that. It's such a beautiful, centering sentiment, right? You wake up, maybe you grab that comforting cup of coffee, and you just take a second to appreciate a brand new day.
It really is wonderful. But let's be real for a second.
Usually, right after that very first sip of coffee and that fleeting moment of zen, a very practical, almost unavoidable thought just pops right into our heads. What shall I do today? The universal morning dilemma. We want direction. We want purpose. But for so many of us operating in today's digital economy, that broad philosophical question very quickly morphs into a highly specific, actionable goal. I will try to make some money. It's clear, it's honest, and it is completely practical. Absolutely. Literally, millions of people wake up with this exact intention, wanting to generate income online, wanting a piece of that digital gold rush we always hear about. But as we all know, wanting to do it and actually pulling it off are two entirely different things. Which brings us to the massive hurdle. How? It's a tiny three-letter word, but it represents the absolute biggest roadblock for almost everyone. The internet is vast and honestly kind of chaotic. Do you start an e-commerce store? Do you try to become an influencer? Day trading?
Right. Without a map, trying to figure out how to generate income online can feel exactly like wandering through a maze completely blindfolded.
So here's the real breakthrough moment.
I will find someone to teach me.
Yes. Instead of just guessing, instead of doing the whole trial and error thing that just burns through your time and your money, the absolute smartest thing you can do is find an experienced mentor. You need someone who has already navigated that digital maze, found the exit, and can literally just hand you the map. And almost right on cue, a guide steps up asking, "Can I be your tutor?"
Having someone there to cut through the noise and show you exactly what works in the ever-changing world of online business is invaluable.
It is for sure. But wait, before we just blindly say yes to the first person offering help, we have to hit pause and ask ourselves a very critical question. Is this guy good enough? You absolutely must evaluate any potential mentor critically. The internet is overflowing with self-proclaimed gurus selling totally empty promises. Does this person have real-world credentials? Are they using proven systems? Do they actually practice what they preach?
Exactly. You need definitive answers to those questions before you invest your precious time and energy.
Well, let's get into Section 1. Meet Matthew May, the digital mentor. His mission statement is super clear. I help local businesses dominate Google, YouTube, and AI search to generate more customers without relying solely on paid ads.
That last part right there, without relying solely on paid ads, is huge. Paid advertising is getting more expensive and honestly less reliable by the day. By teaching how to build organic reach and dominate search platforms naturally, Matthew is providing immense, long-lasting value.
Right, he's showing you how to build a sustainable digital foundation, not just how to rent temporary clicks from social media platforms. So, what's actually inside his toolkit? Well, mastering local AI marketing is a big one to ensure you stay ahead of the technology curve, and optimizing Google business profiles so local customers can actually find you.
He also covers YouTube marketing, which makes perfect sense because video is incredibly dominant right now, and local SEO.
Yeah, and ultimately, he wraps all of that into highly effective lead generation. It's a completely actionable set of strategies designed to grow a brand's presence online straight from the ground up. Wow, that sounds good. It's a really solid, practical approach.
It really is. But here is where things get super interesting. He's not just teaching these strategies strictly to local business owners. There's actually a much wider opportunity hiding here.
Anyone can become an affiliate. Mom, dad, brother, or sister. That is incredibly inclusive. It is. You don't need a master's degree in marketing or a decade of corporate agency experience to get involved here. It makes the whole world of digital income accessible to literally anyone in the family who is willing to roll up their sleeves, learn the ropes, and actually apply these systems. And listen to this part. Become involved in a worldwide business without spending a dime for the privilege. Without spending a dime.
Zero cost.
That is so rare. Usually starting a business or getting access to top-tier digital mentorship requires a really heavy upfront financial investment. This affiliate opportunity breaks down that financial barrier entirely. You can start building a presence and potential recurring income with absolutely zero initial financial risk. So we've seen the logic, we've seen the powerful strategies at play, and that the financial barrier to entry has been completely removed.
Which naturally leads us to the big question, okay, how could anyone start? You're officially standing at the threshold of a brand new venture, and it's time to take some action.
We genuinely wish you well in your online adventure, because that is exactly what this is, an adventure. You now have an understanding of the map, and you've been introduced to a proven guide in Matthew May. The path is completely open to you. So our final question to you to think about is this. What will your very first step be today? Will you look up Matthew's strategies? Will you dive headfirst into local SEO? Don't let that morning coffee motivation just fade away. Take that first step and go dominate online. Thanks for learning with us today.